Slut.
Schmeed.
Oh, not anymore.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Here it is. What do you know?
Worms.
Get your ass to Mars.
Bing, bing. Bing, bing, bing.
That's what they do. The worms are like bing, bing, bing.
All systems are go. I am the J-Town. Gotta have time to masturbate.
Well, I think it kind of speaks for itself. He just goes completely anti-science. I pay money for naughty favors.
Where's that mushroom toy?
Because that mushroom head seems to get in the way.
Hair's getting long.
She was what the kids would call a slut, which is a terrible thing to say about
I
that.
always get the last word.
Apparently, there's no denying she was one.
You've got the
I wanna
Jamie
apologize to
Lannister
all of you for what
going.
happened in there. In our competition for ratings, we all lost sight of why we got into show business in the first place.
Yeah, titties and beer.
I guess not being charged for tolerating seventh up masturbation.
Hey, everybody. Welcome to Get Live. I am the J. Tyler.
I am your Ms. Parker. And I've been told that I am way too hot.
The mic is hot. Not you.
Well, you said me, but referring to my mic.
Yes.
The effect I
It
have
says
on
you
the mic.
right here on the mic.
It says you.
It says me and then you. In my mind.
Yeah, in your mind. Somehow the labels got removed.
Doesn't matter. I don't want you guys figuring out my system. So it
You
makes
guys, you got another
I
co-host?
just it maintains my value. I don't know, just you and the people in my head. Also the people in your head. So
I don't think everybody else has people in their head like you do. But
so jumping worms.
yeah, invasive jumping worms.
Where is that?
It's a video that we have
it's a
here.
video.
So that's the invasive jumping worms up there,
Yeah,
and
see,
they're in
leave it to me,
California.
it's not.
And some people, they behave like snakes, and that really creeps some people out. Not me. I think it's cool, but
So like that Chappelle skit with Fear Factor where he's laying in the worms. He's like, I'm not afraid of anything, Joe Rogan.
I'm
Just trying to
honestly
get some
more
rocks."
creeped out by
Just trying to get some rocks.
I'm creeped out by worms than I am by snakes.
At least 34 states. Aaron Hassanzadeh of our Minneapolis station WCCO has the latest.
Ever heard of jumping worms?
No.
What are they? I've never heard of them. Something
What
else. to worry
Subway
about.
uses
Have you
for
ever seen one?
tuna.
I've never seen one. No.
The name alone is enough to make your skin
Boing.
crawl.
Too
Much,
good.
and it may push you over the edge.
No. Okay.
Where is this in? What's
They look
state
more like
is
the
this?
S.
I think it's in
Once, like, you
California.
disturb them, they
Yeah.
start jumping and they do like snake-like moves.
That would freak me out.
Yeah. I know. It's like a night crawler on steroids.
And even if that video didn't disturb you, this might.
These are the Bakersfield meth worms.
It's destroying the ground really quick.
Not something you want to find in your garden.
Probably not.
Jumping worms eat their way through your soil, slithering like a snake, and they leave it looking more
Oh.
like this.
Ah, well, while she explains to us,
She says bust.
Cafe Bustelo.
Espresso ground coffee, is that what
Like
kills?
coffee grounds, raising erosion concerns and hurting the health of your plants. But there are a few things you can do. The
Them
state's
boobs.
Department of Natural
You see them boobs?
Shoot them on sight. Be shot in the face. They don't have a face, but shot in the butt. Well, I mean, I don't know.
Same as the head.
What's a butt?
Shot in the intestine.
Shot in the.
They pretty are much just one long intestine with a brain.
He's coming. He's
And a
coming.
butthole.
resources
He's coming right
suggest
for us.
unused fishing bait in the trash and avoid plant exchanges or community mulch and compost pickups.
So
Here
it's
at
gonna
Sunnyside
they're gonna
Gardens
spread
in
like
Minneapolis,
BD.
They sell heat-treated mulch and soil. a
Don't share
method to kill
soil.
the worms.
This year we decided to move everything up the ground, and that way we're doing something about it. We are touching base with our sources, and we are asking them if they have been testing.
But ask your local spot what they're doing to weed out worms.
We know what
so
he's
this
doing.
nightmare material doesn't end up in
State
your
of the art.
backyard.
Bang
It's
bang.
gonna haunt your dreams
Maybe
tonight.
I'll give up gardening.
Oh, maybe I'll give
Oh.
up. Maybe I'll give up. God. I'm gonna make my yard boy go back to work. He has to now get rid of the jumping worms. This had to be Southern California.
Yeah, it
It
sounds
seems
like
like
them. But we
something
have them
on,
here in Santa
uh,
Cruz, apparently.
Jumping worms. A good
You
way
know
to-
where I found this story?
uh,
At Tosia.
oh, so watch out for your local jumping worms.
Yes.
I thought this was funny or cute. I mean, it seems
If you
like
ever
something I'd
scroll
like
through
to do.
Facebook Marketplace
Jumping
and
from
seen something you really
worms.
wanted and just had to have, one man did, but he
This
wasn't
is
quite sure what to
this
do
hit
with.
home to me because it's Mobile, Alabama.
Oh, your favorite place on the planet that you live.
Yeah, it's a place on the planet I once decided. So,
Hours of work.
I like these people.
This is what you call a helicamper, and I don't know about you, but I think this is pretty cool.
It was kind of a crazy idea.
A crazy idea indeed, but Maggie Morgan
Now,
and Blake...
you notice they don't sound like they're from Mobile?
Well, they want to be taken seriously, so they put on their
They're
California accent.
So this Coast Guard couple, apparently the pair of the dopest people that we have. I wonder what their loyalties like. But Mobile is next to Pensacola. It's a very big area for the Coast Guard. A lot of rescues. People get drunk and they're stupid.
And Pensacola is in
Florida.
Yeah,
of course. So they patrol that whole area. In fact, there's a funny story about they landed a helicopter one time, and my dad was out there and hanging out with him, and I was like maybe 9 years old or something. It seemed really cool to see this helicopter. Just like, what the fuck is going on? Anyway, so they decided to get this like old Sikorsky helicopter. Now, I'm guessing this is like one of those pandemic things where it was like the lockdown was going on, and they found this battle-driven.
Turn that into a camper. And I asked Maggie. Luckily, she was very supportive. I expected her to say that I was crazy, and she actually said, like, oh, that sounds like a great idea.
They then began the camper conversion, but there was some special requests from
I like
Maggie
stories
about
like
the
this.
cockpit.
I wanted
Especially
to be
when
able
we're
to
about to
come out
talk
here
about this
and
shit
sit
we're
and drink
about to
my
get to.
coffee and look out the windows of the helicopter while we camp.
Creating an Instagram page documenting the progress, even sharing
It
some
was
photos
crazy
of
the
the
amount of
helicamper
time, though.
back in its German police days.
This
They
is-
were able to locate the photos thanks to the
Bundespolizei.
serial number on the airframe. They even had some help from Airbus.
So it went to the German military police first. And then they actually got bought from there, used in Afghanistan with U.S. troops for a few years. And then it came here in about 2011, something like that, back to the States.
They wanted to keep the aviation.
Yeah, it's cool. I mean, if you got 900 man hours, which is what it took, they said.
We open this up.
But they did a pretty good job. Like they used parts out of old airplane. I mean, they're pilots, so it makes sense, and it's cool. It looks like a Wienermobile.
Mm-hmm.
But,
Wow, look at that.
Yeah, the guy did a good
You
job.
could do the Mile High Club almost.
I think it was I'm guessing it was a COVID project.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, there it is. They just very, very, very fun. Like in a time of the shit that we're going through right now, the tragedy. These guys, these two very capable youngish people.
Weekend, so if you see them on
look
the
at it.
highway, don't forget to give them a honk. In Mobile,
Honk.
Mobile. So it touched home in many ways. But I mean, who wouldn't want to do that? I've seen people make homes out of aircraft fuselage. So I've seen that before. So I just thought that was like a feel-good thing. Look, before we crush all your hopes and dreams in the next segment, fucking immigrants, man. Sick of immigrants.
Yeah.
Piers Morgan, Britt Hume, Rupert Murdoch, fucking sick of you immigrants, man.
Yeah, coming here, taking our jobs.
Trying to take over the country. Hell's the matter with you? Stop trying to do that. You guys
Committing
You
crimes,
guys are foreign,
bringing your drugs.
You're foreign propagandists, terrorists, man.
Terrorists, definitely terrorists.
Yeah, absolutely, 100%. I'm all over that.
They're bringing all their drugs
Yeah.
and their guns. Well, we don't mind that part.
I don't see anybody bitching and moaning about Rupert Murdoch being an immigrant, and yet his network spouts hate and maybe the cause of more than one shooting, allegedly, their rhetoric, and nothing happens without Rupert Murdoch say so.
Oh, also, Ted Cruz, fucking immigrant.
Oh, is he?
Yeah.
Oh, his dad was an immigrant.
No, he's
Oh.
from Canada. He was born in Canada.
Oh, fucking immigrants. No, but he had dual citizenship. So
Still.
But he is.
Still.
Well, hey, Ted Cruz, you're half American and zero man. And 100% cuck. Ask cuck. He'll tell
He
you.
knows one when he sees one, and he cucked you.
I want to talk about Private Billy Singh at some point, but I don't want to. I feel like look. Ernest
We got
Hemingway.
about 5 minutes.
Ernest Hemingway said there is no greater sport than hunting of man. Dude went to war in a time when war wasn't so sanitized like it is today, except for the whole murdering of children. But Private Billy Singh was this Turkish, or he was he was a sniper for the Australia. He didn't even really have a name. He just made up his own name. And then he went and shot the shit out of people during a couple world wars. And so it just made me think of like, I wonder who, like they called him like the ghost. And just, you know, as you get, when you rack up like 300 kills in less than a year, right? You're just smoking fools on the daily, right? And so I'm wondering who like the ghost of Ukraine would be. Like who's gonna come out of this war just like it could be like in Russia, one of their top snipers was a woman.
Mm-hmm.
And you know, it could be like that. Just some innocuous woman that you would never give two thoughts to is smoking fools on the daily because she's a good shot.
There are probably a few like that.
Well, I mean, the ghost of Ukraine, they called the pilot, who allegedly is a female, and I don't know if that was just sort of a nut punch to Putin's manhood, but yeah. Private Billy Singh, I'm wondering who is going to come out of Ukraine, would just be like, I killed all and loved every second of it, and I didn't lose a second's sleep, because that's what this guy said. And when it came time, they sent a sniper out to kill him.
Mm-hmm.
He smoked that fool like Yoda Mike.
Oh,
he was like, he walked back, he went back, he had his whole thing set up, and he goes back to his place and tells his commander, he goes, yeah, I've got him. I'll kill him tomorrow. Shot in the face, man.
It's like he waited. I mean, how
he made himself
cold is
the
that?
legend is like he made a tea and he's like, I'm gonna kill him tomorrow. And then he did.
He should have just killed him right then, because then he doesn't have to deal with
Look
it.
it up.
No, it's
Private
sport.
Billy Singh versus Azred the Assassin. It's one of the greatest sniper duels ever. But it was around the time of Hemingway. And so I was like, this guy took it to heart. He's like, hell yeah. And Ukraine, stay up, son. I am the J. Tyler.
I am your Miss Parker, and we will be back in the next segment with, we're not going to do an actual dick of the week, but we are going to expose you to some dick.
Oh, in more ways than one. Like this, actually.
Oh, yeah. Let's lead in with that.
You want to lead in with that?
Yeah. Let's lead in the next segment with that. And if the dicks go into another segment, if the dicks go in to another segment, then
all jokes aside.
All jokes aside. Y'all cheap.
Hit us up at nothingyetgroup.
Low-hanging fruit jokes.
Hit us up at nothingyetgroup@gmail.com. If you guys got any show ideas or if you want any of our swag, we'll get back to you in a moment. I am the J. Tyler.
I am your Miss Parker.
And this
is Nothing Yet Live.
Damn, got it right.